Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Trending Thursday, our live YouTube stream. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Always my pleasure to be here. Always glad to have you here. Love the energy that we produce here in our YouTube live stream. You guys look forward to it. I definitely look forward. It's one of my favorite days of the week, if not my favorite day of the week. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. I do have my sidekick. I'm going to call you my sidekick, Joey, who's my producer, sitting side saddle. His name is Joey. Say hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Yeah, he's always sitting here to help me out. But guess what? He's getting ready to go on vacation soon, so he's walking me through how to do this all on my own like a big boy streamer. Joey, think about it. When you're on vacation,
I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
I'm scared. Watch it because I think it's going to be funny.
I'm kind of scared too, but I'm going to be a big boy streamer in a couple of weeks. He'll be with me. He's taking me through the ropes. I pretty much almost did it on my own today. Next week, we have a special guest. I'll do it again on my own. But then the week after that, I'll be with another special guest, but I'll be doing it all on my own. So pray for me. That's all I can say. Pray for me. All right. Joey won't be able to enjoy his vacay. Yeah, he's going to watch it and he's going to be like, oh, God, Glenn didn't do this. Oh, God, Glenn didn't do that. He's going to text me in the middle of it and I'm going to be all nervous. I'm not going to know what to do. He's a good teacher. He's a good teacher. And I think that it's going to be good. I like that. David says, I've made so much profit with you guys. Thank you. Thank you for that, David. That is awesome. I am so glad to hear that. So Maria says, I got this. I'm hoping so. Happy Canada Day for all my Canadians out there. All right. For us, we're gonna be off, just to let you know, for all our VectorVest subscribers out there. We will be off and closed on Monday in observance of Independence Day. So we will not have a YouTube video on Monday. We will not have a 6 p.m. YouTube video on Monday. I do have the 6 p.m. YouTube video today. You want to make sure you watch it. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about why it's going to be important for you to watch today's 6 p.m. video on our other YouTube channel. Joey can do the show from vacation. How many times can you go on that It's a Small World ride? He's going to do it a lot. He's going, just in case you don't know, Joey.
Anything else there?
Joey is going to Disney World, taking the family to Disney World in a couple of weeks. It's a well-deserved vacation, folks. It really is a well-deserved vacation. So he's going to have a great time, and I'm going to do it all by myself. All right. So for all you people who are brand new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you like what's going on the channel, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel. All right? You may not want to do it right now, but I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you like what you see here. Folks, if you like what's going on today as well, hit the like button. As Joey used to have me do the video, smash that like button. All right? I really want you to do that because it increases our engagement and it gets YouTube to present this and push this out to more people across YouTube land. So definitely want you to do that and hit the bell icon. No matter which channel you're on, whether it's the live channel or it's our other channel, hit the bell icon to be alerted on when we'll be giving new content on either channel. Enjoying my Cafe Bustelo and my VectorVest mug. That's Martin. Where's my mug? I think it's being cleaned. No, it's here. I don't know what I did with it. Joey and I went to McAllister's today. So I got McAllister's tea. It's really good. It's unsweet tea with strawberry lemonade. Holy smokes, it was good. Joey didn't get it. But we tried to eat good sometimes. And we went to McAllister's. All right. So what do we do here on Trending Thursday? We talk about stocks that are making the news. We use the power of the VectorVest software to analyze the stocks and help you to make a better decision whether or not it's something that you want to get into. If it's something you're holding, should you still hold it? If you're not in it, should you be getting into it and when? The first thing that we do, though, is we always talk about what's going on in the market. So I'm going to take us over to the VectorVest software. Is this the one I want or is it this one?
No, that's it.
All right, so This is the VectorVest software. We always like to say when you open up the VectorVest software, it reads like the front page of a newspaper. And it does. Market timing is always the headline story. We can see the advance to declines on over 8,800 stocks right on our home screen. We can see our color guard. I won't talk about it here on Trending Thursday, but as a subscriber to the software, we present to you a nightly video that talks and goes into deep dive on everything that you see here on the homepage. This is our color guard, a lot of yellow. If you're trading in the market right now, this is a good time to be cautious. I know the market is moving up. If I look at the indices today, we have a mixed market. The NASDAQ is flat to slightly down, but the biggest mover to the upside is the S&P 500, up 0.4%. All right, so all of this information in the VectorVest software is given to you right on the homepage. Now, what does this tell me overall? VectorVest advocates right now, we give guidance every day. VectorVest advocates buying safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. That guidance changes as the day changes. All right, so it's not that we just give you the information. It's not just data. It's useful information. Not only do we give you the information, but we give you guidance in accordance to what's going on in the market as well. So as we keep right now, it's okay to buy stocks. So let's go see. This is the 30,000-foot view of what's going on and what's going on today and all of that kind of thing. Let's see what's going on behind the scenes that's making the market still go higher. I'm going to change now and bring up my first story. My first story happens to talk about jobless claims. So what's moving the market? Still overall, it's the Fed. What is the Fed's job? To make sure that interest rates stay low, to keep economy going, to make sure that people are working, to make sure that employment is as full as it can be, and also watching inflation. All right, those are the three things that the Fed is designed to do to keep a market either going up or stifling it to slow it down because it's running too hot. So let's start off with jobless claims. Jobless claims fell 364,000 people last week. A new pandemic low, but still above the pre-pandemic levels. How about this? Workers' filings for benefits are down about 50% since the first week in April. More and more people are going back to work, finding jobs. A lot of those jobs happen to be service jobs, and a lot of people are going after those service jobs because they need money to put into their pocket. A lot of states have taken off the unemployment benefits, the extensions of them due to COVID-19. This means that people are now making less money on unemployment and they need to get back to work. And I think that that's a good thing for the economy. All right, what else is going on? What else does the Fed do? Fed buys our debt, which are bonds. Fed Kaplan says time to start pairing bond buying aid soon. So just like we're pulling back on unemployment benefits, the Fed is thinking about pulling back on buying the debt or the bonds in regards to what's going on with the United States. As that happens, they're taking more money out of the economy. Instead of buying the bonds, they're going to pare back on it and let the economy do its own thing. And with all of that, when you look at the bonds, when you look at what's going on from a work perspective, the government is thinking about raising rates or taxes on businesses overall. Whether you agree with it or not, this is not the platform for us to talk about it. I'm just putting out that that's something that we're looking at. With that, 130 nations agree to support the U.S. proposal for global minimum tax on corporations. So when we raise taxes on corporations, a lot of corporations will go to other countries so that they can avoid the tax increase. How about this? What's the matter? Okay. How about this? That across the globe, a lot of nations are jumping on board with saying no matter what country you go to, that the minimum tax on those corporations will be the same. Oh, is that what you're saying? Oh, dang, why don't you just say that? I got nothing to hold in my hand now. I got to hold something. No, I don't want, man. Joey took the top off my pen. He said I was clicking it. I didn't hear myself clicking it.
You didn't hear it?
I didn't hear it.
I could hear it.
I don't think the people heard it.
I'm sure they heard it.
I don't think they heard it. They didn't say that at all.
Sure.
Well,
They were asking themselves.
they wasn't asking themselves nothing. That's just you talking.
Well, I could hear it. It's annoying.
Wow. It's what I do. Man, where's my other pens? I don't take that back. Let me use this pen. All right. So That's going to be big as the country, as our government raises taxes. Oh, stop. That's annoying.
Oh, is it?
Stop clicking. That's annoying. Look at that. Nobody heard it.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, but you click it all loud in my ear. They heard that.
You heard it.
They heard that. That was loud and annoying. All right. See, nobody else heard it but you.
Those 2 people said it.
There's 3 people that said it now. That's 4 people that said it
Jay
now.
says I gotta smack you.
Oh, gosh. All right. I'm always nice to Joey, John. All right. So this is interesting. And if the government does raise taxes on corporations, no matter where these corporations go, they're going to be susceptible to that. So we're going to see how that plays out. And I think this is setting the table for our government to raise taxes on corporations. We will see. Shay just said, don't be a prima donna.
She's new here. She already
What?
knows you.
Call me a prima
She
donna?
already knows you.
What?
This is her first time.
Wow. All right. So 3 stories about what's going on in the back of the market. You know what's interesting about this as I look at the market? I'm going to bring the market up in a second. The market is slowly but surely creeping higher. It is not running gangbuster higher. For everybody who's in here from the Jockey Club, our day trading room on the VectorVest software, I've said that time and time again. But you know what else is cool about this front page of the software is we can see the stocks, the top 5 stocks that have the best combination of value, safety, and timing. We can find stocks that meet criteria for our golden look of the Midas touch. We can look and see what the top industries are and how much they're moving throughout the day. Look at this. Petroleum is going up, up, up. The top 4 out of the top 5 industries, and we've tracked 222 industries. 4 out of the top 5 industries deal with petroleum. How cool is that? All right, and then we can see what sectors are moving up the fastest as well. So when we sit back and we say things like, this is the front page of a local newspaper, we are not just whistling Dixie, folks. All right, there's a lot of information. If you're not a subscriber to the software, and if anybody thinks that I'm trying to sell the VectorVest program, listen, all I'm saying is that for 99 cents, you can take a 30-day trial of the software. 99 cents. I'm not trying to sell you anything that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Less than $1. 99 cents gets you access to what you see right here on the homepage. All right, I'm going to go into our viewers tab. From our viewers tab, we're going to go into the watch list viewer. From the watch list viewer, we're going to go find Trending Thursday, YouTube Trending Thursday, and let's find our watch list for today, which will be 7-1. There it is. Trending Thursday, 7-1. Here's our stocks that we're going to look at today. All right. Here's the stocks that we're going to look at today. The 2 stocks that I always look at for tracking markets activities. For those of you who are not subscribers to the VectorVest software, we're going to look at the spiders. And for those of you who are VectorVest subscribers, we're going to look at the VVC or the VectorVest composite. What's the difference between these two? The S&P 500 tracks 500 stocks. The VVC or VectorVest composite tracks the movement of over 8,800 stocks. Because it tracks that many stocks, we feel that it is a better representation of the broad market move. That's why we look at the VVC. And as a subscriber to the software, that really gives you a more in-depth view of what's truly going on in the market. Now that I have them both highlighted, I'm going to right-click. Let's go look at their stock graphs. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to put this on a 3-month graph. For those of you who are new, why do I like to look at a 3-month graph? What happens every 3 months on a stock? Earnings. I want the earnings picture in the graph as I look at the stock because earnings is the biggest mover of a stock market, of the stock's price, right? Spiders hitting still all-time new highs. That's awesome. Look at that. I like to use a 3 and 8 exponential moving average, whether I'm day trading or swing trading, because it simply works. So the 3 and 8 exponential moving averages on the S&P 500 crossed on 6/22 of 2021. And look at the move higher, higher, higher. Nice open day, very little wick at the top or the bottom, very little buying or selling pressure. A good open day on the S&P 500. All right. Let's go look at the VVC. It looks a lot the same, but not this. The VVC with all of the over 8,800 stocks it tracks, look at it. It's a little bit more volatile, isn't it? We are hitting we just coming off of an all-time high, which hit on 6/28 of 2021 on the VVC. Look at that. The market fell for 3 days in a row. Notice the 3 and the 8 exponential moving averages. They never cross to the downside like here. Good rule of thumb, when the 3 and the 8 cross, whether it's on the stock or the market, it's a good time to get in. And this is, folks, on an end-of-day basis, not an intraday basis. This is on a 3-month end-of-day basis. Look at that market fall. Find a level of support at 65.34. Look at the move, the 3-8 cross. Look at the market go. Right now, it's a little bit of a consolidation phase, but the 3 and the 8 are still solid. Open day today on the VVC, a little wick at the top, a little wick at the bottom, a little bit of a spinning top, but nonetheless, coming off of that low, still moving higher. All right. Anybody have any questions on what's going on in the market? I'm buying a sub when MRIN hits 1708, so I'm not in. Listen, I just picked up MRIN today for a day trade. I just picked that up today, and last time I looked, I was up like 25%. That was just a day trade today. I saw it moving early in the market. I can find stocks like that in the VectorVest software at the drop of a dime. We do that in our Jockey Club on a daily basis, where we look for stocks that are moving pre-market. For those of you who are not subscribers, you might want to think about taking advantage of the real-time software along with a tool called the Derby tool. That trial is $29 for 30 days. But you get access to our live day trading room, folks. You get in there for our live day trading room. Every 3 months, triple witching. Are we in triple witching this month? Can anybody tell me? Are we in triple witching this month? I don't know. All right. My mom is old school Dominican, says Maria. My mom is Puerto Rican. She's old school. Nice. I made a good bit Tuesday. You sold me, brother. Listen, Ian, I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate it. As the VV Nation crew always says, this stuff really works. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. All right. So we talked about on our homepage what was going on in the market. We looked at some news behind the scenes on what's going on in the market. And now we've looked at a graph which gives us a visual representation of what's going on in the market. Oh, so last month was the triple witching. Thank you, John. Last month was the triple witching. All right, so I'm going to go to my next story. Let me pull that up. Next story deals with, ta-da, coronavirus stocks. Global Health Partners Corporation acquires the rights to distribute and sell a third COVID vaccine. A third COVID-19 vaccine, Moderna. All right, so I've been talking to you about Moderna. Moderna has generated $1.94 billion in revenue during the first quarter, with $1.73 billion coming from its COVID-19 shot. Moderna is making a lot of money on the COVID shots. We don't have to pay for them, but the government buys them. All right, and now a company has the rights to distribute and sell 3 of the most popular COVID-19 vaccines in the world: Pfizer, BioNTech, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. So it's another company that's out there being able to sell, and that's GWPH. GWPH, look at the price, 35 cents. All right, could this be a good early move on a stock to take a look at? The answer to that question is could be. GWPH. Let's go take a look. That's the only story. No, that's not the only story I have. What else is big in the headline as far as COVID-19? The variant, the D variant. Moderna COVID-19 vaccines are effective against the Delta variant. So I am one of the people who are now considered to be fully vaccinated. I took the Pfizer shot, but I've shown stories where Pfizer and Moderna are both saying that they are good to go against the variant D, Delta variant of the vaccine. So what I'm looking at this as, just like the flu. The flu has different variations of the flu. You get a shot for it. And just in case you don't know, I believe what happens is they look at whatever was most prevalent in Australia the year before, and that's what they prepare you for as far as a vaccine shot for flu. I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing when it comes down to COVID-19. I don't think that they've made up their mind yet on whether or not the COVID is if the Moderna or Pfizer is a one-shot deal or as if it's going to be an annual deal. Personally, I think it's probably going to be an annual deal. All right, please, what's your setting for stochastics oscillator? We use the industry standard for stochastics. I do not change them. So whatever the industry standard is for stochastics is what I keep. And once I go look at another graph, I'm going to take a look at it. As far as meme stocks, Linda, I'm going to get to that in a second. Moderna just broke out to new highs. Moderna is a stock that's moving, but I wanted to bring up about the Delta variants. Let's go do this. Let's get back into the software. I've got, looking at 17 stocks today. These stocks are automatically sorted by our master indicator VST. So the stocks that have the best combination of value, safety, and timing will automatically migrate to the top of the list. Look at the top stock. And normally when we talk about Moderna, it happens to normally be the top stock in the list. And I'm going to have to go look at that other stock. I did not put that in. Hold on, GWPH, is that what it is? GWPH, we're going to put that stock in here too. GWPH, do we have it? We don't track it. Good, googly moogly. Maybe we do. GW Pharmaceutic, maybe we don't. Global Health Partners, yeah, so it doesn't look like we track it. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to get that added to the software. Thinking I'm going to have to get it added to the software. So, but the two stocks that I have for COVID-19 are Moderna and Pfizer. Look at where Pfizer sits, like right in the middle of the list. All right, Pfizer sits like right in the middle of the list, but the stock that's got the best combination of value, safety, and timing happens to be Moderna. Now that the world is starting to move goods again, I've been watching the barge shipping companies like Safe Bulkers. What are you keeping your eye on? Everybody who knows me and has watched my videos on YouTube, my stock of choice in that space is Castor Maritime, CTRM. It has been a hell of a stock to ride, though. It is overall getting beat to heck. It really did. It really is. If you haven't, I've got how many videos on CTRM out there?
6.
About 6. So, loving my 2. Go check out our other channel. Look at, I've got about 6 videos on CTRM. It has been a heck of a stock to get into. GWHP, is that what it is? Hold on, GWHP, we do have it. Excellent. So I'm going to pull that up. All right. And look at it, it's all the way at the bottom. It's a low dollar stock, but the news could pull it up. It's up 4% today. So I'm going to bring up GWHP, Moderna, and where is it? PFE. Let's go take a look at these 3 stocks. Let's go view the stock graph. Let's take a look at them. You know me, 3-month stock. Look at that, GWPH. So the news could be enough to break this stock out of the downtrend. Let's go draw a freehand line connecting all of the highs. There we go. There's the downtrend of the stock. Let me make that a little darker so you can see it. There's the downtrend on the stock. There's nothing good about it yet. The news could be a catalyst to push it higher. I'm looking at today. The stock's price is up today. Nice up day on the stock price, trading at 36 cents. Personally, folks, I'd like to see the stock take out some semblance of a recent level of a high, whether probably right about here, high price of about 47 cents. I'd like to see it break through the downtrend. Everybody see that? Does everybody see that? Yes, Terry, CTRM is my safe bulker, is my dry bulk shipper company I like. Does everybody see that? That's a beautiful level of breaking out of the downtrend. If the stock's price can get above that 47 cents, I would take a look at it. So 427 trading, what's the news? It's got the ability now to pick up delivering the vaccines under that company name. All right, go back to the news one more time. Hold on, just in case. Global Health Partners Corp acquires the right to distribute and sell a third COVID vaccine, which is Moderna. All right, that was the news on the stock. So I'm thinking that by way of that news, to give it some upside potential, I like the news. I don't see the 3.8 cross. I'm watching volume. The stock is almost at a level, was almost at a level of being oversold. A couple of things are coming together. Out of that level of being close to oversold, I like the bounce off a level of support. I like the 3 and the 8 starting to converge together, but bigly, I'd like to see if the stock can break above that level of the downtrend and start moving higher. All right, other stocks in here. Moderna, stock is kicking butt, taking names. Bottom left, top right. Good way to get in is on the 3.8 cross. Good way to get out is on the 3.8 cross to the downside. It settled in for a little bit of a winter's nap. It was April, so no winter's nap. 3.8 cross, look at that run. 3.8 cross to the downside, good opportunity to get out. 3.8 cross again, and this is still a good time to be in. Let the stock take out that high. I prefer SBLK over CTRM. One thing Starbucks has going for it, more options, and I sell covered calls, calendar spreads. And I'm with you on that, John. CTRM was just a low dollar stock that if in an industry that's rising, birds of a feather flock together. Thus the reason why I like CTRM. Plus, as being a low dollar stock, RV was above 1, had positive earnings and positive earnings growth as a smaller company in that space. Just some of the reasons why I like CTRM. It is just a tough stock to play. All right. And most recently, just so that everybody knows for the sake of transparency, a couple of days ago, I got out of CTRM. I was down a lot. I'm timing the move. I still think that the stock is going to have great big upside potential. I need the stock to come to me, though. So I've got it in a buy stop order at a 3.8 crossover once it crosses positive. All right. And the last stock is Pfizer. Pfizer's sitting in a little bit of a channel. Nice up day today. The 3.8 just crossed today as well. I like that. Stock was at a level of being oversold. Can I do this? There we go. The stock was at a level right there of being oversold. It's setting up again for at least a run up to $40.66. It's not a big run, but the stock does have upside potential. All right. So I'm putting that out there. Anybody got any questions on my coronavirus stocks? All right. And John, I am waiting for the stock right now. I'm out of it. Great video last couple of weeks, Glenn, 2024. I'm telling you, thank you for that, Brandon. I ain't running. I got too many skeletons in my closet. And if Joey keeps messing around, he's going to be one of my skeletons in my closet. You wait. You're going to be one of mine. You see. All right. Anybody got any? AMC is coming up in a second, Burkhan. I got you. AMC is coming up in a second. All right. If there's no stories on my coronavirus stocks, I'm going to go to my next story. I just said that. Did you not just hear me? Okay. All right. Leave me alone. Stop messing with my stuff. Stop touching.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Leave me alone.
So proud of you right now.
You should be proud of me right now. All right. My next story, airline stocks. How many out there, let's talk a little bit here. How many of you are itching for a scratch, itching to get out and about and travel this summer? Type a me in the room. How many of you, now that the world is opening up, does Glenn own a cement shoes business? No, I don't. How many of you are itching to get back out, especially knowing that you weren't able to do it last year? And a lot of people. And as I see, Much-C, there we go. We're getting ready to do a little bit of traveling over the summer as well. Joey is just going to one spot. You know me, if you follow me on Facebook like Mark does and Jay does, you can follow. My wife and I go all over the place. We go all over the place. We normally take like a long weekend, but we travel a lot. We travel. Look at that. Look at all of the me's coming in. Next winter for sure. There you go. If I go, who will pay my rent? Says, you make some money in the market, you pay your own rent. All right, Glenn, just a mean Marine. Hoorah! I love it. Not a double. So now that's a lot of things. 427 trading is right. The traveling agencies and all of this stuff are seeing the demand. What are they going to do? They're raising the prices. They are raising prices. And there you go. Curious says, itching to get out, but not by air or cruise. A lot of people are driving this year. A lot of people are driving. But Airlines. I did a story, was it last week, that the government bailed out the airlines company. I forgot what the total was. And I asked you guys, did you guys know? And everybody in the room was saying, no, they didn't know. This is the reason why we have Trending Thursday. They bring these stories to the forefront so that you see what's going on in the market. But airline struggles to cope with pent-up travel demand. The demand is so high that airlines are having a hard time having captains or getting stewardesses and stewards to sit and all of that kind of stuff on the planes. We just traveled to Guatemala. We flew from Charlotte to Houston and from Houston to Guatemala. All the flights were filled. We were filled. Now, they made sure that we kept our masks on the plane, which really sucks. When you're trying to sit in the airplane with sitting next to people, it just sucks to have the mask on. I understand. Don't get me wrong. I totally understand, but it just sucks trying to breathe through a mask in a confined space. All right? So the airlines and passengers are coming back in droves. What are my thoughts on jets? Shay, last week I did, in Trending Thursday, look at jets. I don't think I'm going to look at it today, but jets is a great way to play all of the airlines. But airlines struggled to cope with pent-up travel demand. A lot of people are out there. Flight attendants. Sorry, it's not stewards and steward. It's flight attendants. Sigh, voice emoji. Mark is using my voice emoji. Every time I say sigh, I normally say voice emoji. Thank you for that, Mark. Flight attendants. All right, I got another story on airlines. Look at this. United is buying 270 Boeings and Airbus jets, its largest ever order for post-COVID growth. United is jumping on, that's 270 airplanes. That's a lot of airplanes to accommodate what's going on with travel. So, and that's on United. Southwest. How about this? Southwest offers workers double pay to avoid July travel snags. So airlines are out there trying to accommodate what they foresee is probably going to be one of the biggest traveling demands on their companies in quite some time. All right, so my mother-in-law was due to come to Charlotte. She's going to stay with us for a little bit. But she was supposed to fly out on Tuesday. Then because of bad weather, they had canceled their flight. And then Wednesday, there was no flights out. So today, she'll be here today. But airlines are rocking and rolling. When we flew again to Guatemala, half of our group got stuck in Dallas with bad weather. So, but this is kind of huge. Southwest is offering double pay to avoid travel snags. So putting it out all together, it makes me want to go look at airline stocks. So I'm going to look at JetBlue, Love, Southwest, United, Delta, and American. Notice where all of these stocks sit in my list of 18 stocks. Towards the bottom, because their VSTs are all below ones. These companies have been so beaten up that a rebound in these stocks is imminent. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. A rebound in these stocks, and I think you couple that with everybody itching to get out of the house and travel, these airline stocks may be something to consider. I did a video on it, I think a little bit prematurely, about a couple of months ago on the airline stocks. I did a video. I think it was done prematurely, but they could be setting up now. Notice that all of them are up today. Couple of them, well, one of them has a sell recommendation. That's JetBlue. Let's take a look at their graphs. All right, let's go see if they're all setting up. Put this on a 3-month graph. Woo, JetBlue. Look at that. Found the level of a floor right there. Let's go draw a horizontal line. Look at that. Look at that bounce. What am I looking for in JetBlue? Let's wait for the 3.8 to cross first. My first headwind is going to be at this first level of resistance at 1832. But let's see if the stock has the wherewithal to bounce. And look at the volume. Look at the volume on that. Not only is it bouncing, but it's doing so on above average volume. There's a lot of interest in JetBlue right now. Now, a big wick at the top of the candle, which means it's got some selling pressure. But overall, nice open candle on big volume. And the stock is already setting up to be in oversold territory. Woo! All right, that could be a good setup. Next one, love, same scenario. Look at the rising volume. Look at the bounce off its level of support. Let's go draw that nice level of support. Bounce, the 3 and the 8 haven't crossed, a little selling pressure today. Open candle, look at the rising volume. The next one, United Airlines, already bounced off a level of support, also in oversold territory. All of these stocks are setting up. Now watch United. United's got a little bit more of a wick at the top, a lot more selling pressure on United than the other two. Let's go to Delta. Same kind of scenario. Look at that. Bounce off a level of support. 3-8 crossing. Volume is pretty steady. Also in a level of being oversold. And the last one is American, bouncing off support. Also at a level of being oversold. A lot of selling pressure here on American. But the ones that I like, let's go look. I do like... all of them have some selling pressure. I like that they're all bouncing off support, so which means how low is low. They're bouncing off support, the 3 and the 8s. If I'm looking at any of these, I'm looking for the 3 and the 8s to cross first before I pull the trigger on any of them. But by way of the news and by way of the anticipation of what's going on this summer, these are definitely stocks to keep a look at. All right, these are all stocks to keep your eyes on. Anybody have any questions on my airline stocks? And understand, they are grouped together by VST, where they're all sharing the same low VST at this time on these stocks. Does everybody have any questions? All right, if you don't have any questions, before I move on, if you haven't already, hit the like button. If you like what you're seeing here and it all makes sense to you and it's useful information, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're new to our live streaming channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. All right. And the last thing, share this link out on your social media. Share this link out. Let people get a view of what's going on over here. All right. Did I miss it, or do you still need to show the settings for stochastics? No, my stochastic settings, let's go take a look. My stochastic settings are set for slow 14.3. As I mentioned, I have industry standard. I have the industry standard on stochastics. I said that. I wasn't sure, and if I didn't say that, I apologize. All right, which of those do I approve? You know, I like the JetBlue. If I go back one more time to the stock graph, I like the JetBlue. I'll put this on a 3-month graph. I like the nice bounce, steady bounce on good volume. On good, look at that volume. I'm sitting at just at above average volume right there, Ray. And if I look at the other ones, not quite there yet. Bigger wick at the top. Not quite there yet. Look at that, UAL, bigger wick at the top. Not quite there as far as volume, not as big a wick at the top. And the last one, not as so. The one that I like the most as of right now is JetBlue, because not only did I get the bounce, I've got a wick at the top, open candle. I like the volume perspective. All right, I usually the recommendation is to buy a higher VST value. I agree with that. Which one has the highest VST value? It's between JetBlue and Love. Those are the two that have the higher. If I look at the upside potential, how about JetBlue? Relative value, not above 1, but higher than the other ones. So a couple of reasons why I like JetBlue over all of them. All right, does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Can't hit like, no mug yet. Really, John? All right, let's get to my next story. All right, if there's no other questions, let's get to my next story. What is my next story? Oh, clean energy, EVs. How about EVs are starting to make a run again? How about EVs are starting to make a run again? So, first story, NIO. News release on NIO. NIO delivered 8,083 vehicles in June of 2021, increasing by 116% year over year. NIO delivered 21,896 vehicles in a 3 months ending in June, which is higher than 111% year over year. Cumulative deliveries reached 117,000 vehicles as of June. NIO is doing the darn thing. Now, NIO is the Tesla in China. All right, our Tesla is Tesla. NIO is the Tesla in China. and they're putting out some cars. Company achieved record high monthly and quarterly deliveries. All right, let's look at another one. NIO, XPeng, Tesla on tap to release Q2 deliveries. NIO was the first one so far. Keep your eyes out in the news for what XPeng, which is XPeng, and Tesla are doing as far as deliveries. The first one out was NIO, and boy, did they deliver like nobody's business. Now, I've got some stocks in my list today that I'm looking at from that perspective. Tesla is one of them. NIO is one of them. XPeng is one of them. And then my other one that isn't in the story is GM. Ford, GM are going aggressively after making more electric vehicles. And a lot more big manufacturers are committing to more electric vehicles. I think I saw Audi by the year 2025, 20, something like that, is going to be all electric vehicles, no gas-powered vehicles. I mean, electric vehicles are the way to go. So I think that this was a timely story, especially looking at the amount of deliveries on these companies. I'm going to keep my eyes out on what Tesla and XPeng do as well as far as their deliveries. NIO was just the first one to put out theirs as well. Let's go right click. Let's go view the stock graph. Let's go take a look at them. So we all knew when they were hot and rocking, then they got smoked like a pound of bacon. And now the 3 and the 8 is positive on Tesla right now, even though right now it's consolidating. I'm waiting for the data to come out for deliveries. That could be the catalyst to push the stock's price higher. RT tells me that the stock is in an uptrend. Stochastics is telling me the stock is overbought right now. You know, it may not be bad time for the stock to pull back a little bit before it starts to jump back up again, depending on what their delivery story is. NIO put out the story about their deliveries. Interesting how it affected the stock adversely. That doesn't make sense to me. They put out great news about their ability to grow, but look at the big down bar today, and shows that possibly it could be because it's overbought. I'm not feeling that a big down day, and that is a dark cloud cover. That is a candlestick pattern known as a dark cloud cover. The 3 and the 8 are still positive. If you're in the stock, you leave it alone. Let your stops manage the trade. If I'm not in it, I'd like to see the stock take out that high. But with the news that came out, and that was just either today or yesterday, and I don't understand how the market doesn't like it. All right, so that's just my opinion. I'm not sure why the market didn't like it. What else is in here? XPeng, down day as well. I don't know what something. Let's go pull up to see if there's anything newsy on that one. It's down 2.34%. 5 hours. NIO strong Q2 sales. XPeng raises $1.8 billion. So XPeng made some money, and the stock's price went down. They raised some money so they could do some things. Let's go click on that. XPeng, they raise money how? I'm sure that they sell some shares. Where'd it go? XPeng raising $1.8 billion in its Hong Kong listing. Oh, did they just go live in Hong Kong? Liquidity drive? I don't know. Listen. And Viacom gaining on a boost in shares as company makes an international push. Interesting. Not sure. That was an on-the-fly look at news. People looked at facts where Tesla has sold over 1.5 million and NIO 150,000. You know something? Whether it's 150,000, that's still big for NIO over in China. Just keep that in mind, right? Everybody's going after the big boy. Who's the big boy? Tesla. Everybody, whether it's Lee, whether it's rideshare or Lord Motors, whether it's XPeng, no matter who it is, everybody's going after Tesla. Tesla is the big boy, and they are the ones who are putting all that, who are the big movers in it. When NIO is growing their output as much as they are, that's big for them. When XPeng is raising capital, that should be big for them, but it's going down. And if I get down to GM doesn't look like either one of the two, but I like, whether it's GM, whether it's Ford, that they are aggressively going after this space. This is a stock to keep your eye on. It don't look so pretty right now, but it is definitely a stock to keep your eye on. Anybody have any comments on my electric vehicles? Anybody? People looked at facts where Tesla, so I got that. That was from Joff. Any other questions? Any other questions on EVs? Lynn says, I accidentally broke my mug. Hi, Glenn. Long time no hear from you. Hope you have been well. I've been well. Good to see you, Lynn. Good to see you. And Mura is here. JetBlue at 200 MA moving average with a doji candle. So is it above or below, Mura? Is it above or below? All right, and JetBlue, I like JetBlue. I'm thinking that it's going to have the opportunity. It's a cheaper airline, and it may have some more upside potential as a cheaper airline. All is reduced to the battery. And that's true, Lou. All is reduced. And Tesla has a power storage and other assets. Tesla nonetheless, my little desk blanket fell off. Tesla nonetheless, no matter how you look at it, is the big boys. 427 says it's above. All right, so JetBlue, I still like it as the airline, and it's the cheapest one, so lower dollar. All right, I do like JetBlue. All right. Maria says, I love my mug. Weather. All right. Picked up a new Mustang electric, and because of the quality, I got to buy some Ford shares. I just got out of my Ford shares. I'm timing that one as well. Do you like the new Mustang? Do you like the new Mustang? All right. I hear that it's really fast. What makes EV actually worth buying when all the existing car manufacturers are going into it? Why is it news? Because it is going to be the wave of the future. We've got the majority of the cars that are out there right now, of course, are gasoline cars. Slowly but surely, it's a migration from gas cars into electric cars. That's why it's news. And as it's getting more news behind it, more and more companies are moving over to the electric motors, which is why XROF is going to play a big role. That's a stock that I do own as well. So it's news. So as it's transitioning, you're going to get in earlier on these stocks before they turn into $200, $300, $400 stocks. That's the news, and that's what makes it worth it. All right, so that's what I'm putting. That's why I'm putting that up to that. Putting that. Oh, you do like the new Mustang. I'm thinking about that ID4 in Volkswagen because I own a Passat. I'm seriously liking that ID4, the electric SUV. All right, I know VW is the one. I'm seriously liking that ID4. All right, let's go move on to my next story. Next story is news. All right, so now let's talk about what's not news, movies. I like that as we start to open up, movie theaters are opening up. Tonight at 6 p.m., I talk about some blockbuster news affecting AMC. Talking about how to find a lot of the phantom shares that are out there. A lot of that is in this story right here, that AMC is now designated as a threshold security. For those of you who don't know about the meme stocks are as popular as they are because a lot of hedge funds have overshorted these stocks in anticipation of pushing these stocks prices down enough to go out of business. Well, retail investors jumped up and said, we're not going to take this anymore. That these companies, AMC and GME or GameStop, are viable businesses that we don't think you should be able to muscle down. And that's the big war between retail investors and hedge funds in regards to these meme stocks, specifically AMC and GME. At 6 p.m. tonight on our other YouTube channel, I'm going to release to you some blockbuster news about something that you need to know about why AMC and GME have the potential to go up big time. All right, so not taking away that they are meme stocks, I do want you to know on this threshold security, in short, threshold securities are those which fail to deliver. There's a lot of shorting going on behind the scenes outside of the range of shares that are available for both AMC and GME. So the SEC, all kinds of alphabet companies are jumping into this to see what's going on. And if they are able to do what they need to do to make this right, a lot of these phantom shares are going to have to come to the forefront. They need to be covered. And what's going to happen to both AMC and GME potentially is that the prices could go tremendously higher. So you need to watch that 6 p.m. video this evening in regards to AMC and some issues to deal with bonds, all right? Bonds that they sold. If you'd have, and you know something, you know what the interesting thing is? I couldn't find any news on this story outside of Reddit. I had to go through Reddit to find this news, which tells me that this is some big news on AMC. Not only do you need to watch it, you need to share it. You need to share it. So I'm just putting that out there. It's on our other YouTube channel at 6 p.m. tonight. And am I hyping it up? Yes, I am, because it's that important of news that you need to check it out. All right. So that was the behind the scenes on AMC. But what else I wanted to do is I wanted to look at a lot of other movie stocks. As blockbuster movies coming out like Furious 9, have you seen that yet? Is it out yet? I don't think it's out yet. But I'm going to see it. Huh?
Is it a Fast and the Furious?
It's a Fast 9, the 9th movie. I'm going to go see it. I want to see movies like Black Widow. There's a difference between trying to watch that at home and watch that on a big screen. And I think that as more and more big screens open up, companies like AMC, let me go find, where's AMC? How come AMC is not in here? How come my movie stocks are not in here? Wow, that's interesting.
You can't blame me.
I think I can blame
Can't
you.
blame me.
I need to put AMC in here. What did you do? You messed that up.
Roku's not in there.
Roku is in there. There's Roku.
Okay.
AMC.
Netflix is in there.
Is Netflix in here?
Yeah.
There's Netflix. What else did I say? AMC. IMAX. Is IMAX in here? How do you make me miss all of this stuff?
GFB.
LGFB is not here too? All right. Lionsgate. LGFB, comma. Who else did I say? IMAX. Psy. There should be 5 of them, right? Look at that. As a movie stock, LGFB, number 3 in the list. Roku, not far from the top. Netflix, IMAX, AMC. Here's my 5 movie stocks to take a look at. 5 movie stocks to take a look at. Lionsgate, Roku, Netflix, AMC, and IMAX. Let's go take a look at them. All right, as the movie theaters start, so this streaming is in there because I think streaming plays a role. Netflix and Roku plays a role. Look at Lionsgate. Now Lionsgate is not as big as AMC, but big enough in its own right. Look at it, bottom left, top right, consolidating right now. Would like to see if the stock could break above that level of resistance of the high. And here's my level of the low and a little bit of channel. So Lionsgate is in a little bit of a channel, but look at the upward move on it. Coming towards that level of resistance. I like it. Roku. Look at Roku. You got Roku? I got Roku. Roku's rocking and rolling because a lot of movies that are getting released, Roku can get them. HBO Max can get them. Netflix can get them. Down day to day, but overall, look at that nice upward move. The stock is an overbought scenario. There's Netflix. Also consolidating right now after the big gap down. It started fading the gap to 3 and 8. Are up. Notice that the RT just went above 1 today. That could be setting up. What else is in here? IMAX is all over the place. Holy smokes. Super volatile, but sitting in one big channel as well. I don't like that one nearly as much. AMC. This is the stock that's not only being overly shorted, but people are going back to the movie theaters. I like that it's sitting, even with all of the news around it, it's sitting in a little bit of a channel with a resistance level of 64.83 and a support level of 54. It's in a bigger channel. As long as it stays in there, it should be fine. As long as it stays in there. Big down day today, but still above that level of support of 51.46. Anybody got any questions on my movie stocks? The best is to find the companies who make the batteries for electric vehicles. You know something? I'm trying to do a story on that, Ken. Tesla does its own. Tesla does its own. So there was another stock that I put out there called Load, who's looking at getting. What is that? Is somebody shooting at us? Lord. All right. Netflix has been arranged for the past year where iron condos have worked well. I'm with that. I'm with you as that as well. Will this video be posted on this channel in the UK? No, it won't be posted in the UK channel, but it will be as a recording on this channel a little later.
I assume if he was talking about the AMC video or this live stream.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
The AMC video, so the AMC video will be on the main channel.
The AMC will be on our main channel, not on the stream channel. All right, waiting for better lithium battery or better than lithium battery. That would be a big breakthrough in profit gold mine. Absolutely, Matthew. Absolutely. All right, great job. New to the channel. I have some AMC options expiring both in and out of the money. Sell now or wait till it gaps up. Terry, I ain't going to tell you what to do because I'm going You need, my job is to present to you the information. You still got to make a decision. Now, I will tell you what I've done. I owned 500 shares of AMC. I made about 500% on AMC. I closed half the position. I now still own 250 shares, and I'm up still over 500% on those. That's the way and I'm holding those for a minute. Those are shares that I've already more than made money on the trade and closed out half of it. This other half, I'm going to let it sit. And you know something? Even if it goes down to zero, I've made a lot of money. Does that make sense? Who asked me that? That was Terry. Terry, does that make sense to you? So my last 250 shares that I'm holding until the wheels fall off the bus. I am holding until the wheels fall off the bus because I've already made more than from like a $5,000 investment for 500 shares. I went and I more than made up for it. So I'm chilling right now, regardless. All right. I got one other bonus story. And that's on oil because oil is kicking butt and taking names. OPEC and allies to decide on crude production policy as oil prices climb, demand recovers. Why is demand recovering? Because we ain't got a lot of oil that's in oversupply. So demand is going up. We're paying more for gas. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. OPEC right now is deciding what it wants to do because they've got the reins again. When we had all this extra oil, we screwed them over because we didn't need to buy any from. We had all our own oil. Now we're out of the oversupply. We're into our own. Demand is up. OPEC has the reins again. All right, OPEC has the reins again. All right, Terry says, yes, thanks for the info, AMC to the moon. There you go. I'm good and clear. Not much nicer than playing on other people's money. Now, listen, I'm not. Doesn't make me not nice. I made the trade. I made a lot of money on the trade, and now I'm still making money on the trade. And all I'm doing is showing you the stories behind it. What's going on with companies like AMC and GME. That's not a bad thing. I want you guys to know what's going on. And for those of you who are playing the game, know why you're playing the game. And for those of you who are not playing the game, for whatever the reasons you're not playing, I'm okay either way. But I'm still going to give you the information that you need. All right. Government should have bought oil when it was negative. Yeah, I saw they could have. Our oil reserves are going down. Our oil reserves are way down. We don't have much in the way of reserves right now, which is why demand is moving higher. All right, let's get back into the software real quick. I've only got two stocks to look at it. USO, which is an ETF on oil. And then I always like to look at another one, WTI. Look at that, number 3 in my list because it's moving. W&T offshore normally moves along with oil as well. I'm going to highlight them both, view the stock graph, put them on the 3-month graph. Wow, look at oil. Look at oil. Ooh-wee. Say it, Joey.
Ooh-wee. Holy smokes.
Holy smokes. Oil is on the run. That's a beautiful ETF to take advantage of the whole industry. Look at the 3 and the 8. You know me, and I'm hoping that I'm getting more of you to look at stocks, look at the 3 and 8 exponential moving averages to see when they cross. Look at that. Would you have been a happy camper? Absolutely. In WT offshore, same kind of scenario. Not as smooth as the USO, but still moving higher, new 3-month high on good volume. Best way to do it, let's rephrase that. Not much trading can be better than trading on other people's money. Listen, listen, we all are trading on other people's money, Joff. Think about that. We always are. Whether you win or lose, if you lose, then somebody else is trading on your money. If you're up and you're winning, you're playing off of somebody else's money. That's the nature of the beast in the market. Todd happens to be a traveling man. Nice to know you there, Todd. A lot of light in here. Nice to know you, Todd. All right. So Linda, I am looking at USO, but you said USOI? USOI, is there such thing? There is. X-Links crude. I don't know what that is. Thank you for that, Linda. USOI, where is it? USOI. I don't know much about it. View the full stock analysis report on it. Light covered call. Covered call is an exchange. I ain't never heard of this. Have you guys ever heard of this? The ETN tracks the return of a covered call. Wow! Has anybody heard of this? This is like playing a covered call on oil? I need to peep that out. I'm liking this. I need to peep that out. Has anybody heard of this? Come on, somebody talk to me in the room here. Whether it's yes or no, I want to hear it. I'm writing that down. USOI. And it's cheap. USOI. It's like playing a covered call. USOI pays over 10 to 14 cents. Well, Linza has. Yeah, I know Linza has. But other than that, have you guys heard of this? I'm liking this. I'm seeing the nose coming. I'm liking this. And it's cheap. I'm going to peep this out. Linza, you just introduced us to something that nobody in here knew about except for you. How about that, folks? That's cheap. And I like it. It's cheap and I like it. Linza, I need to give Linza a cup. You need to send her a cup. Linza, send an email to connect@VectorVest.com. Connect@VectorVest.com. Joey's going to send you a mug for that. All right. Tell me that you heard that, Lindsay, and you're going to do that. Just type a yes. Tell me that you heard that and that you're going to do it. Just type a yes in the room. Sigh. How much of a delay do I have? A little bit. All right. So, yeah, I'm saying I'm giving her a mug for that. But Lindsay, you got to tell me that you just heard what I said. You need to tell me that you heard what I said. I'm going to give you the time to do it because I got a little bit of a delay. All right. So that's all my stocks for today. You know what time it is. I don't have the thing on my thing. So, but Lindsay, you got to tell me that you're going to send me. There you go. Yes, found USI on the Facebook page. But Lindsay, we're going to send you a cup on the VectorVest Facebook page. I didn't know that. You need to send an email to connect@VectorVest.com. I'm going to send you a mug. All right. Type in the stocks you want me to take a look at. Didn't I sound just like it?
That was good.
That was kind of good, wasn't it? Yeah. What's your other channel, Terry? If you go to YouTube, All right, Joey's going to put a link in there for you. All right. FLGT, comma. You guys are slow today. Stava, comma, TPX, comma, RIG. I like that stock right now. Logitech, comma. You guys are typing so slow today. BB? As in BlackBerry? Don't tell me you're playing that. Yeah. Unfi, OBELF, comma, ARW, comma, Ride. That's another one in the EV space. TTCF, comma, AMAT, comma, S. Smith & Wesson. That's been a stock on fire. AMAT, comma, AMAT is already in the list. Let's go with HZO, comma. All right, now I'm looking for new people. Terry, Unfire, I already got there, and TTCF, I already got there. Shareless is new. AMD, looking for new people. Shay, Nike, NKE, comma, Loving My 2, SB, comma, McCoy is new, ATOS, couple of more. ATOS, Glenn, let's get it right. ATOS, comma, couple of more. Dennis C, DNS, one more. New person. Guido, I already got you. New person. On my TD Ameritrade platform, US is a negative 70 total return over the last 5 years. Proceed with caution. I'm going to take a look at that. Gary is new. JETS. Jets. All right. If any of you, I didn't pull up your stock. If I didn't pull up your stock, look down below this video. You're going to see a link where you can get a free stock analysis on any stock you want. Maria wants Cleveland Cliff too. All right. I'll put in Cliff. All right. 3-month graph, CDNG, Cadence Design. I like the bounce off support. I'm going to take off stochastics. I don't want stochastics anymore right now. I like the 3-8 cross from negative to bullish right about here. Then I like the confirmation of the RT going above 1 right about here. Stock is moving up. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're not in it, I'd like to see it take out this most recent level of resistance. I'd like to see it take out that level first before you jump on board. All right. Stock then has upside potential to the price of 148.27. All right. If you're in it, though, leave it alone. If you're not, let's see if we can get above that level. What else is in here? AMAT, big down day today. 3 and 8 are still in place. I've got a line in the sand or a level of support sitting at 134.33. If it stays above that, you're fine. If it goes below it, you got to watch it because you can have some more downside. RT still tells me the stock's in an uptrend. The stock is still a buy, even with the down day. The stock's 3 and 8 still look positive. Ooh, AMD, look at that. Broke through a level. I don't know why that line is there. Broke through a level of resistance. The 3-8 cross here, hammer formation, bouncing off support. 3-8 cross, look at it run. A little bit, what is that? That is like a hanging man formation. Could be a possible reversal. The only way you'll know is with tomorrow's candle. This could be a possible change in sentiment. RT is still above the value of 1. Even on the down day, a lot of volume. A lot of people were selling that today because a lot of people probably made a lot of good money in it. All right, so just keep your eyes on that. Next stock is ARW, Arrow Electronics. I like the bounce off support sitting at 110.01. The 3-8 just crossed today. The 3-8 took some time to cross. Not only did it cross up, RT went above 1. So I like the both of those. Up day, I've got a level of resistance sitting at 118.55, about $3 compared to where it is right now. I do like RT above 1. I do like the 3-8 cross. This is my first selling point. This is my next selling point at the high of 124.76. All right, as the stock's price is rising, volume is settling in. It's not running away. All right, so I do like it from that perspective. Nike, is this earnings? And earnings was here and still coming after earnings. Stock's price still considering rising. RT is good. Stock price hitting a new 3-month high. I like it. Volume is pretty steady on a stock like Nike, but nice up day today. Open candle, no wicks. I like that stock. I like that stock, and I cannot lie. HCO, all right. sitting in a channel between 51.99 as a level of resistance and a level of support at 45.28. I do like that the 3-8 cross, a little bit of a doji cross right here, 3-8 cross moving up, but that's my first level of trying to find out what's going on is about a $52. Is that 52? Wow. $52, stocks trading at 49.41. Can you take it now? Yeah, I would like to see it jump out. If it does that, I've got a profit target sitting about $70 on it. All right, but it's overall still sitting in a channel. Overall, let's go look at Logitech. I keep seeing this stock come up as a stock that I need to keep an eye on. I don't feel it. The 3 and the 8 are bearish. The stock's price is still falling. I can draw a trend line. The stock's trending down. I'm not feeling it. If you're in it, though, you got to make a decision on when to get out of it. The stock gapped down, fell down, 3 and the 8 confirmed. It's still falling, still falling. RT still above 1, but falling, falling, falling. There's nothing that I like about Logitech right now. All right, you got to make, if you're in it and you're trying to wait and hope and pray, you got to make a decision on what you want to do. All right, you got to make sure that you know what you want to do. All right, but All right. So, Unfi, United Natural, sideways. This stock has been in consolidation pretty much for 3 months. I'm not feeling it right now. The 3 and the 8 are bearish. If you're still holding it, I got a line in the sand sitting at 35.14. That's a good line in the sand. If it falls below that, to possibly think about getting out of it. Earnings came out. Doesn't look like everybody liked earnings. It was a little tipsy-turvy even after earnings. But right now, the 3 and 8 are bearish. RT tells me that the stock's in a downtrend. That's what I see. Going on the rig, bottom left, top right, moving out. Stock did break through a level of resistance at 484. Big wick here, a lot of give back, a lot of profit taking back there, big volume. I'm thinking that there's a lot of profit taking. The stock's price closed yesterday at 452, went up to a high today of 507. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a little bit of profit taking. I like RT still rising. All of this happened on above average volume. I'm okay with this stock. I'd like to buy it, though, if I'm not in it, about 5 cents higher than the high. All right, next one, BB, BlackBerry. Nothing good about it. Nothing good about it. Stock's price is just falling. The 3 and the 8 are negative. Right now, it went below a level of support sitting at a price of $12.33. It's at $12.10. Stock broke through a level of support. I'm not feeling it. I know this is another meme stock. Earnings came out on it, and look at that. Even after earnings, it's poopy. That's the technical term. It's poopy. All right. That's the technical term. That's poopy. I don't like it at all. RT is still above 1 but falling. Look at the volume. I don't like it. Now, does that mean that doesn't stop the stock from going up bigly tomorrow? Absolutely. But from what I see right now, earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. Well, did they miss earnings or something? But after earnings, the stock's price is still going down. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And that's just by what I see. It's not a gut feeling. It's what I see on the graph. All right. So there we go as far as that's concerned. Sava. Wow. Bottom left, top right, moving up. Love the 3 and the 8. Even on the pullback here, the 3 and the 8 on the end of day basis stayed positive. Look at the stock's price. If you're not in it, I'd look to get in 12 cents higher than the high. If I am already in it, leave it alone. I love the RT is telling me that the stock's still in an uptrend. Excellent looking equity curve. I like the stock. Next stock, Smith & Wesson. Everybody wants to go out and get a gun. I just started concealed carrying in all actuality, and I'm thinking that a lot of people are going out right now and buying into new guns. They are. Look at that. Big wick today. A lot of profit taking on the stock. The stock's price closed yesterday at $37.40. Today went up to a high of $39. A lot of profit taking right here. And not only that, the stock's price started moving up after earnings. So earnings must have been good. Stock's price is moving up. A little bit of profit taking. Be careful. If you're not in it yet, you might have missed all of this. All right, just keep that in mind. If you're going to get in, 12 cents higher than the high. Next stock. Wow. TPX. Beautiful open candle. Broke through 2 levels of resistance today, now serving as levels of support. I bet you this was news-driven. 6.42%. 3 days ago, let's go to press release. Still 3 days ago. I don't know what news moved this, but something did. Something did. All right. Got a question that I struggle with. Let's take Nike, for example. Bought at 1 at 20, still sitting on a few shares with over 100% profit. What would it take for you to buy more shares way higher than your average entry? I don't know. Do you still, what makes me go buy more? How much do I feel the stock's price is going to go up? All right. I don't like to double dip and buy more of the same stock. Every time I do, I get burnt. So like I did with my AMC trade, I made a lot of money. Instead of buying more, I took my profit and I took half of the table. Maybe, I don't know. So you got to make a decision. I don't like to double dip. That's my personal opinion. Every time I do, I tend to get hurt. All right. What else is here? I love that upward candle. I love the volume on here as well. OBELF, petroleum company, a little bit of consolidation right now. I do like the steady move up. The 3 and the 8, RT telling me the stock's in an uptrend, all of that. Right now, though, the stock is moving a little bit sideways and a little bit of consolidation. Let the stock break out one way or the other. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're not in it, I'd like to see you go 5 cents higher than the high. Next stock, Safe Bulkers. Again, in regards to shipping and a little bit in the consolidation. I'm going to bring up another graph, and let's go look at CTRM, of which I told you I just recently got out of. 3-month graph. This stock has been tough. I still believe in this stock, but you know what I'm looking for now? I'm looking for the 3-8 cross. I'm looking for the 3-8 cross on the stock before I pull the trigger on it again. After the split, the reverse split 10-1, 1-10, stock's price fell and it's been falling, and it's hurt a lot of people. And I've talked a lot about CTRM. If I go back to Safe Bulkers, though, Safe Bulkers doesn't look nearly as bad at all. At least it's consolidating where CTRM is falling. I'm going to time the entry back into CTRM when the 3 goes above the 8. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Let's go to the next stock. Atos, Drug Biomedical. What just recently happened, the 3 and the 8 cross bearish and RT went below 1. If you own that, you need to look at something to learn when you get out of the stock. You really, really do. Right now, again, 3-8 cross, RT below 1. If you didn't get rid of it, you might want to consider doing that. If I'm not in it, I'm not thinking about getting in until the stock goes 5 cents higher than the high. Go to the next stock, Jets. So these companies, airline companies, are getting ready. We saw all of them exhibiting the same characteristics of bouncing off support, the 3 and the 8 about to converge. If you don't want to get into an individual airline company, Jets is a good place to do because it looks just like all of the other airline companies right now, right? So Jets was a safer play to play all of them. But I still think that the airlines look like they are poised to have a great summer this summer with all of the traveling that's out there, and Jets may be the safer way to go. Flugent, healthcare instruments. The stock broke through a level of resistance a couple of days ago, now being tested as support, now closing below 88.25. Watch that stock. The 3 and the 8 longer term haven't gotten you out of the stock, but man, that's a little bit of a bearish harami with follow through. RT still above 1. A couple of things you can look for if you're still in it. That the 3-8 haven't crossed yet and RT is still above 1. But keep your eyes on it. Next stock, TTCF in a big channel. A little bit of a U shape right here. Look at the 3-8 cross. Prior to stopping at support, the 3-8 just crossed again. I do have a level of resistance sitting at 23.23, a couple of bucks. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're not in it, the stocks you got to buy on an up day. And the next stock, Ride, in that EV space with Auto Truck. Man, look at the 3-8 about to cross. Big down day today where we saw some of the other EVs moving to the upside. This one is not right now. I'd be careful with that one. And the last stock is Cleveland Cliff. That was for you, Maria. I like that it was at a level of support sitting at $20.96. Bouncing off of that for the most part. 3 and the 8 went positive, trading at 21.16. I got a profit target sitting about 24.77. And if it breaks out above that, the stock's got some really good upside. And RT is now above the value of 1. All right, folks, that was a lot of stocks to get through today. Hopefully, I did them all justice. All right, hopefully I did them all justice. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. How many likes did we get today? 97? Let's see if we can get 125 likes before I sign off. If you like what you saw today and it was worthwhile information, hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button, and don't be afraid to share this link on your social media. Don't be afraid to share this link on your social media. All right, so man, this was a good day. Let's see, 106. I'm trying to get to 120.
What are you gonna do to sign off?
What am I gonna do to sign off?
When you shut this down, I'm not gonna be there to click it for you. You gonna click it?
I don't know.
What's your thought?
I don't know. How do I sign off? I just say bye and click a button. No?
Are you gonna go back to that screen, or are you just gonna take yourself off, or
I don't know.
what's your plan?
I don't know what my plan is. That's what you're here for, to tell me what my plan
I'm
is.
not gonna be here for you.
But right now you are.
I know, but what are you gonna do?
I don't know. That's what you're here for. Oh my gosh.
You need to figure it out.
We do. I need to figure it out. All right, fine. I'll take care of it. Watch me. Folks, oh boy. This is my first time signing off all by myself. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting both of our channels. Again, if you haven't already, please. I got 124 likes. Thank you so much for that, folks. That helps with the interaction in the video. Thank you so much. And that means that I was able to at least provide you with the information that you were looking for. I never want to fall short of your expectations when we do these videos. So, for all of that, adios, arrivederci. Linza, remember, you got to send me your email. Send an email to connect@vectorvest.com so we can send you a mug. You got to send an email. All right. With that, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha for all my peeps in Hawaii. Salam, shalom, namaste, yasul. Until the next time, see ya, folks.